Yeah, have a Christmas just the two of you.
And
This
cat.
Christmas, I've got the kids this Christmas, but last Christmas, sorry, I was just here in my bed on my own.
I did
But
that
in
to
a
my
way, it was
partner.
quite nice. Yeah.
I went home for Christmas and he was here on his lonesome with the cats,
Oh,
and I was just like, he was like, I'm on my own on Christmas, and I'm just like, you could have asked me to stay, and I would have, but he didn't, because it was because of COVID. Like Christmas 2020, I didn't get to be at home with mum and dad, and I was really upset. So then the year after, I got to go home, and I was like, I owed them 2 Christmases because I didn't go to Christmas in 2019, and I couldn't in 2020, so I had to do something about it. Sorry, I'm blabbering.
yeah, you're okay. Nick, you've turned the Twitch on, so when you're ready, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Is everybody ready?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yar.
Yar.
Yarp. I love the fact that that guy was the Hound in Game of Thrones as well.
He's also the Scott's Porridge Oats guy. He was in the advert for Porridge Oats when there was this guy who climbed up to a high ladder and the woman looked up his kilt.
Yeah,
Him as well.
I remember that. Oh my god, that was brilliant. Love it.
I've seen Game of Thrones for a while because I only watched it to about season 3 because it had like killing like children, and I was like, I don't condone child murder, so I stopped watching it.
I don't think anybody condones it, but I think it's all right that. Well, it's not all right that it happened, but yes.
Killing children is all right. Can we have that point from Dom, please?
Yeah, it's fine if they're really annoying. Yeah, you knock yourself out. It's very tempting at birthday parties. Gotta be said.
Very tempting with my cats because they're technically my kids, and when they drive my head, and I'm just like, I'll throw you out the window. Because I live on the 9th floor, so they're gonna fly.
It's fine. Yeah,
yeah, they're gonna be fine, isn't it? If you live
Yeah.
above the 5th floor, cats are absolutely fine. It's if you live on the 4th floor, that's a problem.
Yeah, I think
No,
it's
if you
something
live
like
big limits. A cat in my flat fell out their window on the 11th floor, and sadly it didn't survive the fall. And I'm just like, every time he opens the window, I was like, the cat's not here. Where are the cats? And then and when he opens the door with the window open, I'm like, panic city. So shut that door. Sorry, I'm gonna shut up now.
That's all right. To be fair, if Simon turns his camera on, everyone noticed that he looks a bit like Liam Cunningham.
Who's that?
He was the guy that played Sir Davos in Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Isn't
it? Simon's gone very quiet. He doesn't see it. Yeah.
That's my sister. She's a Game of Thrones fan. She's watching that new one at the minute.
I've not watched the new one. Well, I don't have Sky, so I can't watch the new one. I might get it if it comes cheap on DVD because I do fancy the sound of it. I've tried watching War of the Rings and I just can't get into it at all. I want to, but I just cannot get into it.
I can't watch it because of my partner. He spoiled it for me. He gave me too many spoilers saying this and this, and I'm just like, bye, please. I have not seen it yet. Let me watch it.
Okay.
I got my revenge with Willow.
I mean, I guess I know all the twists and turns because I've read the source material. I know it's going way off the source material, but all the the sneaky bits of it are in there. I don't know. I just can't get into it. Like the original Lord of the Rings films, I can watch them again and again and again, and it doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah, we are getting off tangent. So yeah, Nick, if you just want to say go.
So we're gonna do.
Yeah, okay, because we're actually audio now, because VDA can hear us. Hey, VDA.
Maybe we should just wait for after the session if we've got time to have a chat.
I'm going straight to bed after the session because I feel shit.
Oh, poor love.
I'm surprised no one's moaned at me for playing D&D while sick.
Yes, Nikki.
Well.
Playing D&D with COVID.
I don't have COVID.
You did have COVID. I'm saying you did when you did have COVID. Like, you were playing. You said to me you were playing D&D, and I'm like, what are you doing playing D&D with COVID? You should be in bed resting. Especially when she was on holiday, when she was on Discord. I'm ready.
Okay, just say when, and I'll do as an intro.
I go for it.
Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Fate of the Dice, and this is my mini campaign, Leilon and Off Again. The characters are all members of the Night's Watch of the Town Guard. Last week, they arrived in work to find out that adventurers that the town had welcomed in during the day had gone on a bit of a rampage. They found out that the bard was sleeping with the mayor's daughter. The druid had awakened some snails, and they were joining in with were striking because they're the public transport system. And that the rogue was burning down the orphanage. They went to the orphanage and to Snailways, the taxi company, and found the adventurers and subdued them, and found that they weren't quite themselves. Does anybody want to add anything to that before we start?
We also had some snails.
Also had some what?
Snails. We met up with some snails who were.
Yes, giant snails that were
Okay.
striking. Yes.
Yeah.
I also had to go parent mode on somebody.
Yes. Or, I think that worked quite nicely because there would definitely be a member of the party that just wants to hit things and try and kill them. And you successfully stopped that from happening. So what I'll do first is just move you over to the town map. So if you remember from last time, you got Andrew's Orphanage, which you've cleared. You've got Snailways, which you cleared. You took both of them prisoner, and they've been escorted back to New Neverwinter Yard, where they await in cells. It is your choice where you go now. You still have information that you know of. You have a bard who has snuck in and is presumably doing unspeakable things to the mayor's daughter. Whether or not she is willing, you will find out when you get there. And the captain of the guard, Captain Mittens, has decided to check out the wizard's hat himself. Did we speak to Captain Mittens at all using the sending stone that he gave you last time? It's been a couple of weeks.
I think he did talk to us.
Because one thing you did learn as well is that both of the adventurer party members that you've subdued said that they did what they did after entering a temple.
And there was speak of a bloody dragon, which we're trying to work out what the blood effect does, but yeah.
I think that was just a colloquialism. Is like there's
Yeah.
probably a bloody dragon involved. Yeah.
Shall we go and see what this bard's up to?
Well, didn't we also promise, like, the Derek, who was inciting the snail rebellion, a sit down with
An
the
audience with the mayor, yes.
Yeah. So we need to go to the palace to get the mayor and see what his daughter's up to.
Okay. Everyone in agreement with that?
Yeah, off to the palace.
Okay. So you trot on across from Snailways, and you find yourself at this one-story palace. Can everybody just double check they can have vision and can move themselves?
Oh, yes.
Looks like it.
Yerg.
Excellent. Well, as you come up to the two guards on the gate, the palace guards, they go, "Oi, no one's coming in. It's late.
And we're with the watch.
Zazamar William will not be disturbed. I don't care if you're with the watch. You ain't coming in."
I think you'll find that we will. We have urgent matter with the mayor.
I don't care. It is bedtime. You ain't coming in.
Right. Listen. You see over there that lovely burnt umber sky giving you a warm and glowing sunset? That's the orphanage. I'm
Actually, it's about
thinking
2
the
o'clock
mayor
in the
might want
morning
to
right
know.
now. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, the fire from the orphanage. Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to do that as an intimidation or persuasion?
Ooh, depends. Do I want to do well or not? I think I am intimidating. So I'm going to go with that.
Okay, he looks at you and he goes, "It is the early hours of the morning. You ain't coming in here at all.
Right.
I don't care if you're with the watch. Everybody knows the Night's Watch is a joke."
Look,
Excuse me?
you can say that to me, that's fine. But if I have to call Captain Cottontail here and see what you do to him, he won't be happy.
Well, that drunk rabbit, I don't give a toss about that drunk rabbit.
He's not drunk, he's just otherwisely imbibed.
Where is he right now?
He's sourcing a matter of magical misinterpretations, I believe.
Exactly where?
In the centre of town, I can't remember the address.
He's at the pub, isn't he?
A disturbance.
I thought so. Nope. You ain't
Can I
coming in.
intervene?
You can.
You either let us in, or I'm gonna wake everyone up.
Oh, you're going to what?
Wake everyone up.
Everyone's already awake.
Then I'll annoy them.
Now keep late hours. No,
If everyone's awake,
we
we can
got-
come in and talk to them.
we got strict instructions. No one's to get in. Tell you what, I'll do a riddle for you. One of us guards, he points at his mate, speaks only lies. I speak only the truth.
God,
I heard this in a fairy tale somewhere. Ask your question.
Which end would you like my axe inserted into?
That's an open question.
Do you want to get bopped on the head with a battle axe?
Yes. Yes, I do.
All right, everyone heard him. Will a frying
He's
pan
going
do?
live.
Yeah.
I think it's like
Look, you're not coming in here at all.
Oh, he is the liar. Cheers, thanks.
Are you actually going past?
Yep, I'm going to try and get past.
Okay, everybody roll initiative.
Fight a guard just to get into a building.
That's what's the initiative. Oh, there we go. I still haven't found the computer equivalent of WD-40 yet, I'm afraid.
That's okay. What did you get?
It's still rolling.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Actually,
we-
it's come through to
Yeah.
come through to roll 20. Awesome. Now I need to remember whose token is whose. Right, there we go. Okay, ask you to try and go past, move them to try and stop you. So we're going to have one on. Hang on, I need to remember everybody's characters' names as well. So, one on Ramsey and one on Lucinda. So we'll do the first one on Ramsey. Got a 19 and a 20. Do they both hit?
They do both hit.
That's a total of 15 damage on you.
Of course it is. Yeah, we'll just take that.
I'd like to stress again, there are several different ways to tackle these problems rather than just attacking people.
We didn't attack. We pushed past. They've
Yeah.
attacked us.
Fair enough. Yes, okay, they attacked you. Okay, these two are on Lucinda.
Oh, good.
A 15 and a 19.
Right. I've got 15 armor.
So they both hit then. I'm afraid.
Okay.
So that's for a total of 11 damage on you.
Oh, good.
Okay, and then going down the order, that is... Who is that? I've lost track of tokens. Who've I got now?
My name's Gwyn.
Gwyn. That's it. Gwyn Miller. Or Gwyn Miller. You're up.
When they started this. Do 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 do. I'm gonna punch him.
Yeah, that hits.
This is non-lethal, by the way.
Yeah, that's fair enough. They have a lot of HP, so maybe you should use your weapons and say non-lethal, but that'll do. That's 4.
Okay.
You can twat them with a battle axe and still say it's non-lethal.
Okay. Suppose I'll do my unarmed strike as the bonus action as well.
Yeah. Oh, you're a monk, aren't you? Yeah, you can do flurry of blows if you want to. Yeah, that definitely hits. I mean, you get these two, but feel free to do a flurry of blows if you want to. It's up to you.
That's fine for now.
Another 4.
Another 4.
Another 4, yeah, damage. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Lucinda, I think that's you, isn't it?
Looks like it, yeah. So... Oh, hang on, I had that extra weapon thing you gave me last time. What was it?
No, it's been 2 weeks. I'm struggling to
Shillelagh.
remember.
You gave me
Shillelagh.
the Shillelagh attack.
Yeah, you have to cast that as a bonus action, but yeah, you can do that.
Right, slowly rolling a dice.
Oh, I love the suspense, by the way, Simon.
Yeah,
I'm sure you have basically
Don't know what
throttled your
doing.
computer. Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
18 hits, nice. So if you click on roll 20, where it's pink and it says Shillelagh,
Yeah.
if you click on that, it'll show you the damage. Yeah, so 4 damage on that one. So that's a bonus action. So you can carry on and make an attack. Let me just double check that. I'm sure I'm right, but
I don't think you are. I think you
Oh, is
cast
that
Shillelagh's
dad?
bonus action to make it.
Yes,
A
no, you're
more-
right.
Yeah.
The weapon becomes magical. Yeah. So make your attack, and if your attack, well, we'll say that hits. So make your
Attack.
normal attack roll, and then we'll add the 4 onto your
All right,
attack roll.
so hit you with the battle axe then.
Yeah.
It's thinking about it. It's still thinking about it. Should have come through now.
Yeah, click where it's pink and it says battle axe, because I'm counting your 18 as being the hit. Are you using it one-handed or two-handed?
What would you prefer?
Let's say two-handed. So
Uh,
that's a total of 14 damage you've got.
right, okay.
You've used the bonus action, you use your action. I'm assuming you don't want to run away or move away or anything like that.
No, I'll stay where I am.
Cool. Okie dokie. So that's gonna be Gaskia.
I shall use magic today. We look to. We can't kill them, can we?
I mean, you can. Nothing's stopping you killing them.
But you can just declare all your attacks are non-lethal, so you'll just knock them out.
Right, because I just realised we could have got here a lot earlier if I used invisibility.
Yeah, I mean that would have been good to sneak in through one of the side exit entrances, definitely. But here you are, I'm afraid.
I'm going to use. I don't know. I don't know what will. Maybe hideous laughter.
Yeah. On which one would you like to use that on? The one that's facing Gwen, or the one that's facing Yaskia and Gorgon?
The one that's facing me.
Nobody's facing you at the minute. You've got
sorry.
got one in combat with Gorgon and Lucinda.
Maybe the one in front of the Gorgon and Lucinda, because
Yeah, okay.
it might make it easier to knock them out.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Sorry.
Well, do your attack and give me the spell save DC if you want to cast it.
Just gonna get a bit closer.
Sorry. Okay, wisdom 14. He passes it, I'm afraid.
Ah. Didn't get the joke.
No, he didn't get the joke. Anything else you'd like to do?
Just check if I've got any bonus action. Can I give someone inspiration?
Is Bardic Inspiration an action or a bonus action? I think it's a bonus action. Let me just double check on your character sheet. Yeah, so Bardic Inspiration is a bonus action. So you pick a character, any of you, because you're all within 60 feet of each other, and they'll get an extra D6, one time only D6.
I'll give Lucinda
Lucinda.
inspiration.
Okay. I've left my notebook over there. Never mind. Lucinda, remember, next time you make an attack roll, saving roll, or ability check, well, not next time, but you can pick when, you'll get an extra D6 to add to it, okay?
Okay. Extra
That's my turn.
D6
Excellent.
to attack.
Yeah, so if you're attacking and you don't think it's going to be enough, you can roll a D6. If you have to make a saving throw against a spell, which is not going to happen. Yeah, no, yeah, you got it there. That's fine. Gorgon, you're up.
So, which one of these two fine gentlemen hit Gorgon?
It'd be the one down here.
Right. So, Gorgon turns to him and, surprisingly enough, rages, getting rather angry. Like, oi, what the bloody hell were you doing? What the bloody hell do you think you're doing? And in fact, he then gets reckless. So I've got a reckless attack.
Yeah.
Will give me advantage.
Advantage, it will.
So, let's see if I can remember how to do advantage. Right.
Just roll it twice and then pick your best roll.
So
That's the way I do it.
that's gone on beyond, but that hasn't come across.
No, but it was a 20. I just saw it flash up. So, I mean, that hits, but try for the crit.
No, that was it. Twice.
Oh, that was it.
That was a 7 and a
right.
14. So yeah.
Okay, got you. So, yeah, so a 20. Did you say?
Is gonna
Hang on,
hit.
let me look at the game log. A 20 will definitely hit. I just want to see the
Yeah.
game log. Check you.
Check my maths.
Your maths is fine because, well, I mean, it works it out
Yeah.
for you. Yeah. So you rolled a 14. 7 and a 14. Add 6 is 20. Yep, easily hits.
Yeah. So I'm then gonna do my damage, which again, I'm doing it two-handed. Plus 2 because I'm raging will make it 11. Plus,
Yep.
I've actually read my sheet this week and realized that I have Divine Fury. So he also takes 1d6 plus 2.
Okay, well, roll an extra d6 if you can.
Yes,
So that's an extra
So that's
5.
14.
He
That's, yeah,
looking
14.
poorly.
No, 14,
Looking poorly,
16
that
damage.
guard. Yeah.
And he's looking poorly. That's such a shame because I've got a second attack.
Go
It's
for
not
it.
reckless this time.
Mm.
So the
Mm.
hands come back to him.
Mm-hmm.
We just come on. Why are we not rolling? Did that do anything? That did. Woohoo.
Hey, yeah, and yeah, another hit.
And two-handed, another 10. Non-lethal, but if I
What
give
do
him
you
a
do? So
nice
it's non-lethal. You want to describe?
So basically,
What
I've
you
taken
do?
the frying
Mm.
and he's crumpled down with it, and then I've just sort of turned it round and smacked him sideways, and he has spun round and round before collapsing down onto the ground
Nice.
with a sort of massive, probably a broken cheekbone and a massive blue side to his face. And just goes, right, you need to cool off. Stay in the cool room. You'll be fresh for 24 hours. And I just turn and glare at the other guard.
Nice. The other guard is locked in combat. He's had Gwyn come and attack him. Well, he's seen what you've done to his mate, and he's going to have a whack at you
Mm-hmm.
and go, "That was my husband, bitch." Yeah, he hits on his second attack.
He does. I'm going to use, what's my reaction? My stone's endurance. Oh, actually, let's see how much he hits me for.
Okay. 4.
No. So that's actually 2 because I'm raging. So I'll just take
Yeah,
that.
because you're raging. Yeah, 2. Yep, that's fair enough. And that's
Sort of-
all he can do.
So his morning sword just basically bounces off me and I don't move. And I just
Pretty much,
keep
yeah.
glaring
And you just
at him.
go, "Ow! That stung."
Not even.
Not
Not even.
Not even. Gwen.
Short sword, non-lethal.
It's a miss, I'm afraid.
I get 2 attacks per action.
Okay. That is a hit. For 4 damage.
Then
Anything else?
I'm gonna punch him as a bonus action.
Yeah. Yeah, that hits. Another 4. Okay. Anything else you want to do?
No.
Nope. Okay. Lucinda. The one in front of you lies knocked out. He's got little birds floating around his head at the minute.
Yeah. Well, I suppose I'd better help my colleagues, so I'll move to help my colleagues.
Mhm.
And I think we'll try the shillelagh attack again.
Mm-hmm. Shillelagh's up
Right.
as a bonus action, so just make your attack with your weapon as normal.
Okay. I'd already started rolling it.
That's okay. Well, I'll count the hit roll because it's the same plus.
It's slowly rolling.
Ooh.
Easily hits, so you can roll shillelagh damage and then roll a war axe damage.
Right. The battle axe is slowly rolling across the screen. And we'll see what happens. It's going to be a 0, isn't it? I can see it.
Doesn't matter. No, it can't be a 0. It's physically impossible to be a 0, I think. There we go. Well, ignore the 5 that you've rolled there. What I need you to do is click on pink where it says shillelagh and pink where it says battle axe, and then we'll get a total damage. Okay, so that's going to be 7 damage in total, because you said before you were using it two-handedly, and you did really badly on that two-handed roll.
Right, okay.
So 7 damage, but it's all good. These guys aren't particularly hard. Okay. Anything else you want to do? You still have a bonus action, I think, because Shillelagh's just up.
Right. Hit him again with the battle axe.
Yeah, if you get 2 attacks. Do you get 2 attacks?
Well,
Let me just double check. No, you don't. You only get 1 attack.
Ah, right.
Which you
ignore
used.
what's about to happen on screen then.
Yeah, fair enough.
Eventually, it will roll across the screen.
Yeah, I'm just having a look, and I don't think. No, the only bonus attack you've got is Shillelagh, but that's already up, so.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay, that's you done. So that's Yaskia.
Oh, use vicious mockery.
Yeah.
Uh, think of an insult for this. It's the guard. Well, it's the only one that's left, isn't it?
Yeah, there's only that one there.
We'll say my insult after I do the roll. Is it this one?
Okay, so a DC 14 wisdom save from him. Otherwise, he takes 3 damage, and then there's extra stuff with it, isn't there? But I'll check that in a moment. Let's just make the throw. Oh, he makes it, I'm afraid. Got a
So
15.
good. I had a perfect insult saying, "You're a stupid guard and you need to think of a better job."
His job pays very well.
So I think I just insulted him, but he didn't take it to heart.
No. Yeah, I'm afraid nothing happens to him.
I think all I can do just now then.
Yeah, it's a bonus action now. If there's anything you've got. You can still you can use another bardic inspiration dice for someone, but then you'll have used 2 of your 3 slots to do that.
I think I'll just end my turn there.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Gorgon.
So Gorgon wheels around and is still hurt and insulted by what's been going on and goes, "Your husband attacked me first. He said we could go in, and I tried to go in. Now, are you going to let us in?" And I twirl my frying pan.
Yeah.
in a
Absolutely
threatening
not
way.
at this point. Yeah, no. He's very upset. He's not gonna back down. You're gonna have to defeat him now.
Right. Remember, you said you wanted this the hard way then.
Yeah, that's a hit.
And comes out for
8 damage.
8 damage.
Yeah.
And then as he's reeling from
Oh, sorry,
that,
10 damage because you're raging, aren't you?
Oh yeah, sorry, 10 damage. I'm raging, and it comes back, but I think I did him too much damage the first time, and he was not where I was expecting. So I
Yeah,
assume that
you
misses.
knocked him down with the first blow, and then you swung to where he would be if he had his head up, and he flinched.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there I
Yeah,
just
so you
bit on him.
mess with the second. Okay.
All I can say
Ah.
is it's a good job I'm a dwarf if he missed.
Yes, that probably sailed right over your head.
Yeah.
Parting
Good.
your hair in a stylish fashion.
His turn. He's going to swing around, and he's going to go for Gawain this time. But he misses, I think, an 11 and a 9.
But miss.
Yeah. That's all he can do, and it is now Gwyn's turn.
Short sword attack.
Mhm.
Non-lethal. That sucked.
Yeah, that's a miss, I'm afraid.
Dirty
That hits.
20.
That is just the right amount. Do you want to describe what you do?
I'll just bop him on the head with the non-sharp bit of the sword.
The pommel, yes. Excellent. So yeah, the that's not kind of what I expected you to do, but yes, the guards are subdued in front of the palace. They're both unconscious. The palace is yours now to enter.
Hey, you attacked us.
They did attack first.
You tried to force your way past.
He
I
said we
didn't.
could. He invited us past.
He was the one that was lying.
Well, he didn't think through the rules. So, yeah, Gorgon looks at the two and just storms on, sort of opens the doors, probably leaving one slightly dangling off its hinges as he just bursts straight through and continues on walking.
Yeah, you have full view here, obviously. You're welcome to explore any room, but you might obviously be able to tell where anything interesting is going on.
Yeah. So I'm just going to sort of, again, burst through these two doors and demand an audience with the mayor.
Zazamar sees you enter, and he goes, "Welcome, tougher lads. Ah,
Oi,
I see we have
Mayor.
guests. Yes?
Two things. First of all, I heard you wanted us to settle some family matter.
No, I have no problem with my family.
Fair enough. I understand your daughter's absolutely fine then. Secondly,
Man.
we've got someone who wants to talk to you down at the station.
Oh, what might that? What might that be about?
Snails want paid.
The snails? The snails are animals.
Well, now they're demanding payment.
How can they demand payment?
They can talk
They're now
now
talking snails.
because of a druid.
The snails can talk? Well,
As of tonight, they can.
do you want to make me a persuasion roll?
Ooh. Well, I could, but I'm going to fail.
Tell
Oh,
the
dear.
snails they can come here.
Have you seen how fast a snail moves? You're going to be here all night.
Yeah,
And it's not the
surprisingly, they
snails.
can actually move like 40 foot in a turn in 6 seconds.
Yeah, but they get distracted by the lettuce.
They do get detracted by the lettuce.
But it was a gentleman who wanted to speak to you anyway, not the snails themselves. They've got themselves an advocate.
Well, then he can come here.
Look, we have just come here to ask you to accompany us to the station because that's where we left him.
Do you
I
not know
really
who
don't
I am?
fancy going past your so-called guards on the door another time.
Do you not know who I am? I am Zazamar, William II.
And
And
The mayor of the town. I can have you fired.
oh
Can I-
dear, I quake in my fashionable boots.
Begone! Begone then. You've bothered me enough this evening.
Right. Just going to check in with your daughter then. Where is she?
My daughter is a paragon of virtue. Why do you want to see
No,
her?
I mean your daughter.
How dare you!
I have
Begone
a
from
song
my
to play.
sight. You
I
have a
have a
what, sorry?
song to play. I have a song to play.
Oh, okay.
Nikki knows it as it's something to do with her. It's got the lines "Fuck you, I'm gonna kick your ass" to the mayor.
Fair enough. You can do a performance check. Are you actually joining us inside, by the way? Because your token's still outside.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah. Sorry, I forgot to move me.
Sorry. But yeah, so you want to do a performance check for this song? I think it might rile him up the wrong way.
Nice.
Well, that was very nice. I mean, what? It's a good song. What do you hope to accomplish with this?
To insult you. You're an asshole.
I'll be speaking to the chief of the guard tomorrow, and you shall all be fired.
I look
Can't
forward to
fire
that
me.
conversation with Captain Droopy Ears.
Oh
You can't
yes,
fire me. I'm a performer.
yes. I think I'd heard about you. You're shadowing the guard. Well, your license will be revoked, and you shall never work in Leilon again.
Oh, fucking boo-hoo. I storm out the door.
Don't make me hit you with my loot, because I will.
Just try it. I have my bodyguard here to protect me.
Yes, and I have my mates.
You're the worst guard I have ever seen in my life.
Nah, that'll be the two that are falling asleep outside.
You're the worst policeman I have ever seen in my life. I shall be firing the guards in the morning that you have subdued.
Please, fire them in the morning. That's fine. That's a different shift. Bloody mare.
It's not going to insult us, so do what you want. We don't care what you do with your guards. You can hang them for we care.
There will be no hanging. There are no corporal punishments in Leilon.
Hey, that's good.
Oi, numbnuts. Hanging's capital punishment.
That's what I said.
No. He said corporal. I'm a corporal. I'm happy with that.
We just
You've
kick
all
his
gone
ass and
flounces.
leave.
Yeah, okay.
And he's going to go
Fair
to
enough.
these two guys. And go, right, where's the mayor's daughter? Apparently, I've got to have a word with her.
Do you want to do me a deception check?
Set-
Oh, are you lying?
No, we've got to have a word with her. That's what Captain Whiskers actually said. So, you know.
Well, then it's up to you. Yeah. So, that's perception.
No, sorry, what did he say?
I
you
said
said deception.
deception if you are lying, but if you're trying to persuade them or you're trying to intimidate them to get out of the way, you can make either one of those rolls.
Slightly worried about this
I was
conversation.
going to... Again, I'm starting by acting politely for a Goliath barbarian and merely asking where she is. And see
She's
how
behind
long it
these
takes.
doors, and she shall not be disturbed.
I'm sorry. I'm under orders to disturb her and have a quick chat.
Well, in that case, that's going to be persuasion.
Okay.
But you're welcome to get more threatening and try intimidation if you think you'd do better.
Well, I would do better with...
No, that's enough. That's plenty.
intimidation.
Yeah. That's plenty. Well, all right then. If that's
Thank
what's
you.
needed, we'll step out your way. Okay. That door's open to you.
Hello. What's going on here then?
As you enter this room, you see a young girl, human girl, entwined with a tiefling. It doesn't look much like he's a tiefling there, but he is a tiefling. A tiefling on the couch while a angry orc stares at you as you enter.
Evening, madam, gentlemen.
The angry orc will go, "Hey, these two shall not be disturbed."
Terribly sorry, here on official business.
What's your business?
We are the Night Watch. We are here to protect the city during the hours of darkness, and we've had a report that that lady there is in danger, and we need to have a chat with her on her own.
She laughs a bit and goes, "Oh, you finally made it out of the pub then. Well, this palace should be off limits to you. I don't know how you got this far."
Your father sent me here.
My father? My father's been dead 20 years.
Sorry, who? I thought this was the mayor's daughter.
No, this is
sorry,
Mary
I thought it
Sue,
was
the
the woman.
bodyguard. Yeah.
I'm talking over his shoulder too.
Yeah.
Muriel.
Muriel sees you and goes, "Oh no! Unhand me," and she pushes this tiefling bard off the couch. Goes, I've been violated. Please stop this man."
Right. Can everybody just stand up, put your clothes back on, love, and step away from each other until we get things sorted?
I can ask a question. Can I know this bard? Because I'm a bard, so I probably know the other ones.
You can do a history check for me if you like.
Me.
Yes, you've heard of this bard from a few towns that you've been to in the past. His name is Tiberius. He is an adventurer, and you have heard of more than one lady with a swollen belly after he's been there.
He's in the wrong plot line, isn't he?
I'm gonna say you, the bard.
What?
I know you. I've heard about you before.
Well,
You're also my rival.
a rival? I've never heard of you. I've never. Well, tell me your name. Maybe I have heard of you.
You impregnated my wife.
That does sound like me.
And
How's
now
the
I don't
baby?
have a wife. How's the baby? How is the baby? I don't know. It's not mine.
Well, did you not?
I divorced her.
Well, that's shocking behaviour. Just because of one dalliance.
Putting your tiny wiener into my wife is not what I count as.
Ah, she didn't say it was tiny. Wait, what was her name? What did she look like? What species was she?
She was an elf.
No, I do like elves.
Her
Nothing
name
comes to
was.
mind.
I have to think of her name. I can't think of her name. Her name was Mary.
No. No, it doesn't ring any bells, but it definitely sounds like my sort of behaviour.
Point, I think. Yasker's not happy. He's really angry. Someone's gonna have to stop me.
They don't have to stop you. You're still miles away again. You need to move your token.
Again.
It's alright, I've done it.
I'm short-term memory loss.
You just shouting that over the
I'm going to
answer
smack
him.
him.
Okay. Alright.
I'm going to reach out and grapple you in a sort of is not the place. We can fall down the stairs back at the station.
Okay, do you want to make it's going to be a contested athletics check. So whoever wants, it'll be Eileen, do you want to make an athletics check first?
Yeah. Athletic. I'm gonna do well. Nah.
Morgan, can you beat a 3?
I don't think I can fail a 3
No,
with my +6.
yeah. So you try and reach out and strike this man, and Gorgon just grabs your wrist, and says, "No, not right now."
He can fall down the stairs later when we get back to the station.
Or you can do me a favor, put him in a cell, and I'll give him a beat of his life.
I think that
we'll
might
see.
have been a euphemism from Gorgon there.
Yeah.
We spent the last 10 years waiting for this guy to have an accident before he told us we were supposed to make the accident happen.
Yes, when I said take care of him,
Yes.
I didn't mean give him a blanket and some cushions, okay?
Yes. Okay, so, yeah.
Right. Muriel, is it? Can we have a chat in the corner, please? Just, behave.
Okay, you may talk to me, but I insist that my bodyguard is present. And Mary Sue will come out. I was gonna try and do a southern accent, but I don't think I can keep it up.
Oh, go on anyway. Come on.
Go on. Well, what do you have to say for yourself, boy?
I heard a second-hand report of some things going amiss with you tonight. Would you like to elaborate on that?
Nothing's amiss. Hang on. I'm forgetting who I'm supposed to be here. Muriel. Muriel would say nothing's amiss here. I was violated by this gentleman. He came into my house and he said some sweet words to me. And then we found ourselves on the couch.
Hold on. You're saying that he violated you and nothing's amiss. Are violations fine with you then?
I get a lot of suitors. I'll leave
Right.
that up to your imagination.
Was his intentions wanted or unwanted?
Well, clearly it went too far, otherwise y'all wouldn't be here. And she starts running her fingers up your arm.
I don't know what Ramsey's going to do with that. I think he's probably going to shudder or something. Yes, right. He's going to be a bit flustered now. He's going to go, right. Sorry. Are you saying there was a crime or wasn't a crime?
Well, I can't say you can really call it a crime. I mean, nothing got too far, but this man tried to take advantage of me.
And how would you like to proceed from can you, hand no, not there. No. Right. Hands to yourself, madam. How would you like to proceed tonight?
I want you to take him away, far away from me.
Are you wanting to press charges, not press that?
I don't think charges will be necessary, just so he spends the night in a cell and cools off a little bit.
Right. See what I can do. You stay here with your protector.
Yeah.
Just,
Anybody? Well, Gorgon, do you want to make me an insight check?
Oh yeah, I really do. I meant to do that earlier, and then you distracted me.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's absolutely perfect. Ooh.
Yeah, she is kind of telling Porkies. This was definitely 6 of one and a half a dozen other, or actually more Muriel.
Mm,
That's what you know.
right. So Ramsey's going to sort of walk to Tiberius. Settle down, Jaskia. Right. Sir. The lady is requesting for you to leave the building, and there will be no further consequence.
No, I am in love with this woman. We will stay here forever.
You do know that is this your abode?
It will be. She shall be the next mayor, and I shall be her husband.
That is as may be, but right now this is not your abode. Therefore, you are trespassing as she wishes you to leave. I am going to suggest one more time for you to leave peacefully before we have to escort you out of here.
Do you want to make me an intimidation check?
Absolutely. This is where I roll a 1. Oh, bloody
yes!
hell, I do roll a 1.
You did roll a 1.
So with my things of a -1 and a +1, I roll 19s. And when I've got a +6, I roll a 1.
Yep. She will be my wife, and you shall not take me or anyone away from here. And with that, roll initiative, everybody, please.
Oh, thank God we can kill him now.
Why did my initiative not come through?
Ooh.
He beat me.
I just got a crit on initiative.
You just got some hot rolls tonight.
My dice are coming through from another portal. There
Yeah,
we
it's
go.
okay.
Oh, again,
Oh.
nice. I can't believe I've got a 16 and I'm last in the order.
About 8.
Choking.
Oh, the bard didn't do very well. Okay. Oh, wrong button. Okay, Mary Sue is going to roll initiative as well. As Tiberius draws swords. Who am I missing? Simon, what did you roll?
Did it
21.
not come through? 21.
That's all right. It's sometimes like you need to sort of click on your token and then roll initiative, but it's fine. It really doesn't matter. So you're first. Mary Sue is barbarian is drawing a sword, ready to strike. As she sees Tiberius getting ready to try and hurt you as well. Actually, it's not you first. It is Gwyn. Gwyn, what do you want to do?
Looks like someone needs a spanked bottom.
That's not disturbing at all.
I'll do short sword, non-lethal.
Sorry, say that again. I was just reaching for something.
Short sword.
Oh, you're just going to try and make an attack on him.
Yeah, short
I'm
sword.
afraid that misses.
2 attacks per action.
That one does hit. 8 damage on Tiberius. Anything else?
Bonus action, punch in the face.
Yeah, that hits.
Does more damage as he goes, oh, my beautiful
9.
face.
Yep, another 9 damage. Okay, anything else?
No.
Nope. Okay. Okay. Simon, Lucinda, your turn.
Why
You're
are
a
we
little bit
attacking
away,
him?
but you can move round to get into striking range if you want to just hurt him. But remember, you're a druid, you do have spells and everything as well.
Why are we attacking him?
Because he's about to attack you.
Oh, okay, that's a good enough reason.
Gorgon tried to take him to prison and he's rebelled and he is, essentially,
Resisting arrest.
he's resisting arrest, yes.
Right, got you. Attacking with a battle axe.
Mhm.
The dice are slowly rolling, as usual.
That's okay, because I need to load in a token anyway.
Oh, God. Does that come through? Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, that's a miss, I'm afraid. Anything else you want to do?
Is there anything else I can do?
Not really. I mean, you can do Shillelagh as a bonus action, but it won't make effect this turn. It will be like your next attack.
Right, I'll try it.
Yeah, I mean, just you don't need to roll it. Just say that you're
Oh.
doing it, and then we'll add the dice roll to it next time.
Okay. Ignore whatever happens on screen then.
Yeah, okay. Jaskia.
Can I? I think I could do the spell from here actually. But I don't think I can do it because everyone's in the way.
Do it anyway. Who cares?
I'm going to use
I mean,
pyrotechnics.
You can move around here, but it depends. Is it a cone effect or a?
Bit of friendly fire never hurt anybody.
I just want to burn him. I think I can move it here, next to the piano.
Okay. Yeah.
That looks like a piano. And I'm going to use pyrotechnics.
Okay. So it's a con save. How does that spell work? Can you cast the spell description for me?
Says choose an area of non-magical flame that you can see that fits within a 5-foot cube within range. You can extinguish the fire in the air and create either fireworks or smoke when you do so.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, you passed the con save.
So
He
it's
passed the
six
save,
here.
so I think he's all right. To be fair.
So I didn't burn him.
Yeah. No.
Damn.
Sorry.
I want to give one more inspiration to Gorgon.
Yeah. Okay,
That's
Gorgon, you got that
a
extra
D6
D6 to
on
add.
your level.
Yeah, D6.
Is it not D8 at level 5?
I think I just had a look at the character sheet and it said D6. Oh no, D8. Sorry, D8. You're right. I apologize.
That's all right.
Okay, cool. All right, Mary Sue's going to see you laying hands here, and she's going to go, "Flee, my lady," and she'll come to try and attack. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah. She's going to come in there and try and attack. But as she's doing that, you see Muriel just sort of disappear ethereally. Like she didn't jump out of a window or anything, she just faded into nothingness.
Sound good.
And she's going to attack Jaskia.
No.
She got a 19 and a 21.
Oh,
Does that hit?
uh,
I think it hits.
yeah. I have our class in 13.
Yeah. For a total of 24 damage.
Ouch.
Oh no.
You're not out of it yet.
I've only got 4 hit points left.
Yeah, you're not out of it though. And that's her turn. Gorgon.
So, seeing that everything's gone to pot, Ramsey's just going to try and grapple Tiberius to the ground.
Yeah. Okay, he will try and contest that, but I don't think he's going to do very well. Okay, you have Tiberius grappled.
Fair enough. Right. I'm going to say, right, calm down and let us accompany you to the station where we can get this sort out.
Do you want to? I mean, how are you saying that? Are you saying that aggressively? Or are you saying
I
that
would say I'm getting that aggressively with my foot on his back as a policeman with 3 people having weapons drawn against him.
Okay. So do me an intimidation check. Okay, he'll
There we
try
go.
and do a charisma save against that. Nope. He's subdued in your arms right now. So he's not going to have another turn.
Right.
He goes, "No, okay. You've got me. I don't know what I was doing here." So that's your action. Is there anything you want to do as a bonus action?
Not technically. All I'm going to do is shoot an eye at Mary Sue and go, right, we've got this now. Everything's under control.
Okay, that will have to wait till next turn.
Yeah.
Tiberius' turn, but he's subdued.
Hmm.
Okay, so it's Gwyn. You see, Gorgon has Tiberius in an intricate embrace. Intimate
I'll
embrace.
get to here. I'm gonna go there, but like have an action held in case she wants to continue being hostile.
Okay, I mean, is that all you want to do? You just want to get close and hold an attacking action?
Yeah.
Okay. Lucinda.
I've got a spell called Cure Wounds. Does that cure me, or does that cure one of my colleagues?
You or anybody within 5 foot of you. So anybody whose token is adjoining you. In fact, that is everybody. So you can either use it on yourself or on other people.
I will use it for other people.
You have to pick which person, I'm afraid.
Right, okay. I'm not sure.
The poorliest at the minute is Jaskier the Bard.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. Yeah.
Hmm.
So it says 1d8 plus 2. Slowly rolling.
Yeah.
You've hoped a smaller dice would roll faster, but they all seem to be the same speed.
All right. I'll get there.
It's still slowly rolling.
There we go. So Jaskier, you get
Works
8
for
hit
me.
points back.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm sure you'll do the same.
I don't have any healing spells.
Okay. Anything else you want to do? I don't think you can do anything else, but
No, I'm
think of
happy as
something.
I am.
Okay. Jaskier, your turn.
I'm getting revenge, that's what I'm doing. I will.
You are squishy.
Squishy. I need to. Is it just the bodyguards that's left?
Yeah. Jaskier is being held tight by Gorgon. Not Jaskier, you're Jaskier.
Tiberius.
Tiberius. Yeah, Tiberius.
These bards, they all look the same.
They do.
I've got one here called Still Crushed, but I don't know what it does.
Only one way to find out.
I have to touch a creature. The creature must succeed a wisdom saving throw to become cursed for the duration of the spell. When you cast it, the spell chooses the nature curses from the following options. Choose one ability score while cursed. The target has a disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws made that ability score while cursed. The target has a disadvantage on attacks rolled against you. While cursed, the target makes a wisdom saving throw to start each turn. If it fails, it wastes its action and that turn do nothing. So
She'll make a wisdom saving throw, and then you can pick which one of those you want to happen. Oh, she passes the wisdom saving throw though. She got an 18.
I can't choose
great.
anything if it actually dies. If it fails.
No, you get the 4 options. If it fails, yeah, no. If the spell fails, nothing bad happens to her at all. I'm afraid.
Alright, okay, that's all I can do then. I think I did make the roll, didn't I? It's not come up.
Sorry, I had your character sheet up, so I made the wisdom saving throw
Right, okay. It's my turn then.
because I know your DC's 14. Yeah. Okay. It's her turn, and she's cross. She'll make 1 attack on you, Jaskier, and 1 on Gawain.
I have a held action
So-
if she's hostile.
Huh?
I've got a held action if she's hostile.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Make the action. So you can make an attack. Her attack on Yaskia will hit because I think you said your DC was 13, didn't you? Yeah. Unfortunately, you miss with your held action. Yaskia, you're gonna take 14 damage. So I think
I'm
that's
dead.
you down. You're not dead. You're just down. There'll be plenty of time to bring you back. Don't worry. And then next attack on Gwen. Oh, 25. I think will definitely hit you, Gwen, won't it?
Oh yeah.
A 17 damage on you. That's her done. Gorgon, it's your turn, but don't forget you are holding a horny bard.
Yes, but he did seem to acquiesce on the last turn.
Mm. Yes,
So, can I do an insight? to
you
see if he
can.
will
Yes.
behave.
Mm.
Did that roll? No, it did not. Let's try again. Why are you not rolling all of a sudden? Oh.
There you go. No, sorry. Well, obviously we'll take the 20. Yeah, he'll stay put as long as you outnumber the enemies. Who at the minute
So
is just
I-
one. It's just Mary Sue. Mary Sue's on a bit of an angry rampage right now.
So yeah, I'll go right. You stay where I can see you, Sonny. No funny moves. And tramples over him and goes, "Oi, you! Calm it. It's all under control. There's no need to attack the watch for defending your mistress."
That'll be a persuasion.
Yeah, which I am terribly good at.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not quite enough, I'm afraid. That'll be your action.
That will be my action. Will I be able to? Will you let me have a free action to see that has failed?
Yes.
Oh, hold on.
Hmm.
I'm going to use my bardic inspiration
Yeah.
on that, if that's all right.
Oh yeah,
Or
of
is
course.
it too late?
No, go for it. So a D8 onto the 11. In fact, that does it. To be fair, I put a DC of 12 on it. So yeah. She goes,
Okay. So yeah.
"What? Okay. I'm listening. You are the Night's Watch. You are the law around here, I suppose. But we'll just wait round and see what everybody else does.
Yeah.
Tiberius he's going to retreat to a corner and he's just going to start crying a little bit.
Got my eyes on you.
Yeah. Actually, that was the round. So yeah, that'll do that then. So yeah, Mary Sue's going to back down. Yeah, go. All right, fair enough. Sorry. Well, tell you what. As I back down, I'll wake this this bard up. And she'll give you a minor healing potion. Seeing as you're out of initiative, that'll give you the full 10 hit points back, Jaskier. So you're up
How
at
much?
10.
How much do I
You're
get back? Sorry?
10.
Right.
Okay, so she's going to stand down. Muriel has disappeared. And as she disappears, hang on, let me play around with the map. This figure comes into the window going, well, I was watching from outside. I saw you handle the list beautifully. I would have helped you had you struggled. But that was impressive. I will keep my eyes on you.
Is he talking to the watch or to Mary Sue?
To the watch. To you guys.
Who are you?
You can call me a friend.
A friend. That sounds a very funny name.
It is my name.
Anyone's friend in particular, or just well disposed to people?
No, it's my name. A friend.
Is that
Right then, our friend. And who might you actually be?
I am the Watcher in the Shadows. If
So,
you need me,
is that Peeping Tom? Are you just admitting to looking into ladies' windows?
sometimes I can be a bit of a voyeur.
Gorgon Ramsey takes out his notebook and starts jotting down everything that our friend says.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's me done here. In fact, here, he tosses first person in reach a stone, so that would be Gwyn, and goes, if you ever need my help, the order will come, and then disappears back out the window.
Well, that wasn't ominous at all.
Right. I think it's time to get back to the station and have a cup of tea.
Yeah, you're about 3 hours away from the end of your shift now.
Do you think we should take them both in? Because the other one did, like, assault us.
You can bring Mary Sue back with you if you want to. Muriel has vanished.
That's entirely up to you.
I've got a +3 for investigation. Is it worth trying to find Muriel?
That would more be an Arcana check.
I've got a +6 on Arcana.
Feel free to cast Arcana.
The dice is slowly rolling. Very slowly rolling.
Keeping us in suspense. What has happened to Muriel? Will we ever find out? Is this
Tune
just
in
one
next
notebook
week.
too far? Yeah. By that time, I should have stopped rolling.
No, even with your +6. No. Lady was there, lady gone.
it's a good thing she disappeared because I would have killed her. And no one
Yeah,
can stop me.
I think we've established lots of people can stop you.
I'm squishy. And Dory owns me.
Yes. You need to be at the back. At the back, casting spells. So yeah, what do you guys want to do now? Tiberius is sobbing in the corner. Mary Sue has stood down. She stands proudly, but She is a
So who
non-combatant.
Who hit? She hit Jaskia quite a
Yes,
few times.
yeah.
Not actually a member of the watch, so can't have her for assaulting a police officer there.
Mm.
Could just have assault.
Yeah, but you are in her house uninvited.
Trespassing then.
You didn't even have a warrant or anything.
The guard told us we could come in. I'm sorry. I stated that down in my little book. That is what happened. The door guard insisted we could come in.
That is
Doesn't
fine.
help.
What an idiot. Oh, I mean, I'll help you with your investigations if you have any questions.
I think you'll be helping us down at the station.
Okay. What, as like a cleaner?
As a prisoner.
That's not really helping. That's more giving you more work to do.
We've just got a line of inquiry that we feel that you could help us with the answers of.
If that's what you insist, then I shall come with you.
Thank you, ma'am. Right, then. You, Bard, pull your trousers up. Come with
What?
me.
No.
Is he still crying?
He's sobbing, and do you want to make me an insight check?
Sure.
Yeah, he's
He's
just
sobbing.
crying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Should we go back to the station then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just as you're leaving, the sending stone will chirp off in Gwyn. I think you had the sending stone, didn't you?
Yep.
Obviously it's Corporal Blackfoot, Corporal Mittens, sorry. Corporal Mittens going, I need backup at the wizard's sleeve. This is worse than I thought. I can't even get a drink.
Captain needs backup.
Right. One of us should escort these two down to the station and the others go for backup.
Yeah, you have time, to be fair, to take Tiberius to the station and then go for backup.
Let's get Captain Kirk to the cells then.
Yeah, fair enough. So you're taking Tiberius back to the cells. And then you're going to come across, if you're going to the Wizard's Hat. Have I got your character sheets on here yet? No, I don't. Just bear with me 1 second. Hang on. There was a page where I had you all grouped together. There it is. Okay. Everybody see themselves?
Mhm.
Move themselves? Yep, you can put yourself in any sort of marching order you want. No, we'll do this first and then we'll do that. So as you approach, you see you see wounded taverners lying out in the grass before you. And there's Captain Mittens going, "What took you guys so long?" And he sort of made a makeshift crutch out of a piece of wood, and he's missing a leg, and he's got a tourniquet around it to stop the bleeding. And he's like, "These bastards! They've taken the pub. I don't know what's up with them. I'm
What's the
useless
matter, Captain
now.
Hopalong? What's been going on?
One of the twats took my leg. He's wearing it around his neck like a lucky charm. Bastard."
What happened here? Come on, Chief.
I thought it was just another barroom but rumble, so I came down here, thought I could sort it out, have a drink, and have a chat. But these adventurers are bastards.
What have they been doing, Captain Powderpuff?
Well, as far as I can understand from these people, they don't call me Powderpuff. They came in, barbarian, challenged the strongest person here to an arm wrestle, fucking lost when the wizard lost his shit. And now they've just been beating their crap out of everybody. There's nobody left in there now other than those two. I dare not go near them, not in my state.
Do we need to?
I need taking down. You guys are here.
You've just told me there's nobody in there to harm, is there, Captain Flopsy? So,
That's the people causing the trouble.
so they're contained. Is that what you're saying, sir?
We need them in a prison cell.
Is that your order, sir?
That is my order. Get in there. Get it done.
Okay, Captain Furball.
You're a cunt. Do you know I'll ever say that to you?
Don't get me started. Thank you very much, because that gives me rage as I'm coming up. So yeah, Ramsey is now gonna burst past the captain. Possibly, his pan accidentally trails and hits the crutch out from under him, and then enter and goes, right. What's
You
going
going
on
in
here
there straight to cause combat?
then? Pretty much.
Is there anything anybody else wants to do?
Yeah,
Heal.
sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to heal as well.
Yeah, if you got the spells for it,
No.
No.
then no, you can't.
Okay.
Any potions or anything, do we?
I'm gonna die.
Is there an office in here?
Is there a what?
Like an office? Like,
It's a pub.
I'll have a room, please.
There's nobody in the pub
Damn. I'll just find
other
a
than
bench
the
and
bad
just.
guys. Yeah.
I'll probably just find the bench and sleep there while everyone fights each other.
Okay, so as you walk into the pub, you find a very large human male and a particularly smaller human male, just basically chatting at a bench. They seem to realise nothing's gone on, nothing's wrong. They're just happily chatting, having a drink.
You two, what's been going on here?
What? What did you say to me? This is Brandon the Barbarian. You looking
Yeah.
at me?
Yeah, that's why I'm addressing you, sir.
Right. I don't like being looked at. You got 2 seconds to get out of here, otherwise I'm going to lose me tits.
Well, we'll help you look for them later. This is a public house, and we are the Night's Watch.
We're just having a drink. What's your problem with that?
The 3 humans bleeding on outside, and a rabbit missing a rather unlucky foot.
The wizard will speak up going, yes, well, I needed my charms, didn't I? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Waximoff the Wizard.
All right, very nice to meet you, Wax Off. But can you accompany us to the station for further questioning?
I don't think we'll be doing that. I think we're quite happy here enjoying our drinks.
Let me rephrase. You will be accompanying us to the station for further questioning.
You can do an intimidation check.
Ooh.
Oh, actually, that beats my DC. Brandon will look a bit unsure. Right. All right. I'll come with you. You'll get about this far, and then Waxball will go, "No, we are having our drink. We are enjoying ourselves in peace. We shall not be coming with you."
I'm afraid that what you've been doing does not meet the definition of peace.
What do you mean, what have we been doing?
The rabbit's foot, the people. Well, you're not listening to yourself.
Oh,
And I start
we
walking
have a
towards
chart.
them.
Yeah, I mean, with that intimidation roll, my encounter's a bit out of the window here. So I go, right, well, you don't understand. We have to stay in here and we have to drink. And people interrupted our drinks.
Why do you have to stay in here and drink?
I'm not sure, but we have to.
Has it got anything to do with the disembodied voice of a bleeding fucking dragon?
Yes, it was something like that, definitely. Dragon? I'm not sure it was a dragon. It spoke in Draconic, and I understood it, and Brandon understood it.
Yes. We've been talking with a lot of your party tonight. I think it's probably best if the four of you got together and worked out what was going on.
Very well.
Four? No,
We
five
shall.
of them, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 5 adventurers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very well. We shall accompany you
Cheers.
to the station. But I am confused.
So I lead them out.
Yeah.
Obviously, get to the door.
Yeah, that's
and go,
encounter done. Yeah.
right, Captain Fluffball, we've got them. They're coming to the station with us.
Mm.
Not hard.
Alright, I'm gonna go down surgery. See what clerics can do. And I'll join you at the station. You feel free to question them without me.
Yeah, you better hop to it, sir.
You're a twat. Cool. I'm gonna call a 10-minute break here because I need to have a think where things are going quickly. Because that encounter took a lot less time than I thought it was going to.
A lot less bloody than I thought it was going to be as well.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. How you been going trying to
The one
kill
with the
everything
diplomat.
inside? Yeah.
Yeah, the one with the diplomat, we fought our way through.
Yes.
And the one with the fighters, we diplomated our way through. Yeah.
So yeah, if we want to come back for 10 o'clock, is that all right with everybody?
Yep.
Yeah.
Does that mean we get a short rest then?
Not yet. I'll tell you when you can have a short rest.
My name hit points.
I know, but it doesn't matter. You're still moving around. You're escorting prisoners back to the prison at the minute.
I
You
mean,
can have a short
even
rest.
thought
I tell
2
you, you can
weeks
have a
would
short
have
rest.
equaled a long rest, but
Yeah. We'll get there when we get there. Right.
We need
10
2 hours
o'clock.
to the end of shift. Come on.
Yeah. Yes, you're very close to the end of shift right now. Right. I'll be back in 10 minutes. See you in a bit.
Do apologise, everyone.
What are you apologising for?
Well, I dropped my phone, so it must have made a horrible clatter.
Oh, yeah, just another one. Don't worry.
Oh, it also managed to log me out again. Really well done.
Full? Yeah. You've gone.
I'm back.
Nikki,
Yes.
guess what Barry bought me?
What?
Gin. Pink gin, which has got 37.5% volume of alcohol.
Sounds good. Are you sharing?
It's a tiny one. It's just got it today. It's Gordon's Premier Pink. Finally got my own gin glass because I've not actually had a gin glass before. Massive.
Oh, one of the fishbowl style.
Yeah, I've got. Well, I buying like a. Well, excuse my language, but a shitload of alcohol for Christmas.
Sounds good.
Well, I drink gin and wine, maybe some spirits if I feel like drinking anything with vodka in it. My boyfriend will probably just drink beer, whiskey, stuff that he drinks. It's mostly whiskey. Like I bought him this really nice whiskey from Edinburgh Castle.
Oh, from the experience there.
Sorry?
There's a whiskey tower at Edinburgh Castle, isn't there? At the base
Yeah,
of the castle.
there's a little whiskey shop. You got they got to when you go into the shop, they got a lady that lets you have like a sample of it. I got offered it and I was like, no, I'm not a whiskey drinker. I don't like whiskey. Tried it, did not like it. I disliked it immediately.
Completely
I mean, there's
agree.
lots of different types of whiskey. What was it you didn't like?
I think it was just the taste and the sensation when it went down my throat. But then I drink everything that will rip my throat to shreds. Like I've got, what do you call it? I drink shots as well because Nikki's had a birthday party and we were like shot, 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 shot. But I'm really fussy because I like to eat. I like not eat. Drink apple sours. It's absolutely sour. But me and my partner, we were doing shots, and he didn't like it. He ate it, so I had the rest to myself. Can't wait for the food part of Christmas. It's my favourite part. It's the food, the drink, everything, apart from the presents. I hate the present buying though. It's stressful because I don't know what to get everyone. I bought one. I bought only one person's present. That's Nikki. Nikki's easy to buy for. Aren't you, Nikki?
Hmm?
They're easy to buy for these days.
Oh, the music bot works. I got a new toy to play with.
I thought they got rid of all the music bots.
Hmm?
I thought Discord got rid of all the music bots.
Yeah, I've read a music bot that seems to still be working.
It does,
Oh
doesn't
my
it?
god, that's loud. Turn that down.
That's loud. I can barely hear it.
Hey, yeah, that is a bit loud.
Is that better?
That's off.
That's
So yes.
This is as low as
Yeah.
it goes.
that's all.
Although obviously
I think you
you
can
can adjust it
adjust the volume.
on your user volume.
Good point. There we go. Muted it. Oh. Yeah, I got a bit lost. You've not done what I expected you to do, but I think I might be back on track now.
Another DM that underestimates the party.
No, I think I overestimated you.
You overestimated. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
much more likely.
Yeah, that one DM who's my partner's brother. He didn't expect us to kill dragons so quickly,
Mm.
so he was lost.
Oh yeah, no,
You know,
I've done that. Well, I did that in Witchlight. To be fair, I built up the evil bad thing so much, and then the party really struggled with the encounter before the evil bad thing, and then just completely smited what was essentially a dragon in like 2 turns.
That job Milwaukee was pretty easy to kill.
It was, yes.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Nope.
Oh.
I've killed the game as well.
Yeah. You've gone from one
Okay, yeah, you've.
Oh my
That's
god,
alright.
I've really killed everything now.
Okay. Now you're back. I got
Am
you
I?
back.
All
Well, I
right,
got you
that's
back
good.
on roll 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, dropping your phone on your keyboard is never a good idea. Oh,
Okay.
Mhm.
Do that. So yeah, Nikki, when you want us to be back, just say
And we're back.
we're back. We're back. Okay, so we're back after the break. You have successfully apprehended all of the adventurers, and you have them in prison cells. I've moved you over to a map of a prison, and you have each of them in cells. What do you want to do?
Leave them for the day shift to question. Obviously.
You can do that. The session would end right now if you did that. Well, you're welcome to do that. Oh, okay. Is that what's happening? Okay. Right. Well,
No,
thank you
I think-
everybody for.
Yeah. Have a good time.
Yeah.
I think we do
See
need
you
to
next week.
question them. But I think we also need to think about having a short rest. So a couple of the squishy players aren't looking too good.
Yeah. Okay. You can have a short rest.
Hey!
Roll.
And once you finish your short rest, you have about an hour before day shift takes over.
Everyone also gets an extra D8 worth of hit points because I'm going to do some cooking again.
How many hit points? 8.
A D8. 1 D8.
Yeah. Per hit dice, you can use as many hit dice as you want. Don't, like, at the end of this session, you will be getting a long rest, so don't panic too much about your hit dice. Hey, good
What
roll.
dice again?
It depends on your character. Hang on. For you,
717. That'll do.
you get D8s, Jaskia. So they're all in individual cells. So you're welcome to bring them all out for questioning as a group, or you can question them individually when you're done with your short rests.
So yeah, this was exactly what I was going to talk to with the rest of the Night's Watch, saying, is it worth just getting them all to bash round a table and bash it out between themselves and work out what's been going on? Or do we want to do this the way that Captain Floppy Ears would want it?
I think we should talk to them together.
Yeah.
There's 5 of them and 4 of us.
Just do a good cop, bad cop routine.
That's a good point. If it goes south, then yes, you do have 5 people to fight.
True.
Well, they've not got the keys.
Yeah, but
But,
if we let them all out, they don't need the keys.
Couldn't we just
Oh.
stand between the cells and just talk to them as a group that way?
So I take it that's a gate there. Hold on. There. These are all locked, aren't they? So
there's no
if everyone was
actual.
to be
Looking at this
here,
map, there's no. Oh yeah,
then
Yeah.
that would be a communal space for the 5 of them still that they couldn't get out of.
yeah.
What is this room, by the way?
Where are you pinging? It's a well. Fresh water.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I thought it was the other end. Right.
No, as you can, each room appears to have a toilet and a bidet in it because we look after our prisoners here in Leilon.
Yeah. So then, should we just bring our fine adventuring crew out and let them explain themselves?
I'll talk to the bard.
Do you want to do that separately?
I might have to take some with me just in case I lose my temper.
I'll go with Yasker.
So you two want to question the bard separately?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me open the keys to his cell. What do you want to say to him?
Is he sitting or standing? 'Cause
He's standing. He's pacing.
take a seat then.
Fair enough. He'll sit on the bench.
Actually, I'm not in the cell. Where am I?
That's all right. I'll move you across.
I think Nikki should start because I don't know what to say right now. Just say it.
uh,
These guys are open for questions, so
so, Tiberius.
yes. What do you want? What are you doing later?
None of your business.
I've got one thing to say. Keep it in your pants, dick.
Well, what can I say? I'm stereotypical bard.
You need help. You need medical help. Seriously.
Maybe it's you who needs medical help. After all, you're just following orders, running around this town.
Look, I'm not here by choice. I got drunk. Okay.
Alright.
Yes, that's how it starts.
Okay, first question. Have you felt like anything's been invading your mind at all? Like you've been under some sort of magical effect?
Well, I mean, I did go after Muriel, and she's not my type at all.
That's
But I
harsh.
know I needed to go to that house for some reason. I know I needed to meet Muriel for some reason. Other than that, I can't say. Not that I won't say. I mean, I can't say. I do not know anything further than that.
Okay.
What drugs? Are you on any kind of drugs?
No, I just, me and my party, we went to the temple, and then we all went our separate ways.
The temple you speak of. Was it
Oh yes.
was it before or after you had been to the temple that you started feeling something was playing with your mind?
It was after.
Okay, so it's got something to possibly do with the temple. Write that down in my notebook.
Yeah, so just staring at him with fire in his eyes.
Fair enough.
I think that's all the questions I have.
Okay, I look forward to getting out of here.
That's if you get here alive.
Do you want to make me an intimidation check with that? Oh yeah, no, he's Yes, I I hope I could get out of here alive. I didn't realize you guards were so awful.
Oh, everyone's alright. It's just
Mm.
me that has a problem with you.
Well, just don't let me wake up dead tomorrow.
Actually, wait, what? How can you wake up dead?
You go to sleep alive, you wake up dead.
I'm gonna walk out the cell with an evil smile on my face as I wave goodbye to him.
Yeah, he's terrified of you. He's gonna sit on the B-day. I think that's probably supposed to be a sink, but I'm not entirely certain what that is supposed to be.
The toilet.
No, the
The
toilet's
big
the big
toilet.
brown one, I think. That's the toilet. I think that's supposed to be a saint.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was a bomb washer, the ones you get in
Yeah.
hotels in foreign countries.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's B-Day.
Is it not just a very happy ghost giving two
I,
thumbs
I
up?
was thinking that. I was like, Casper's really excited right now. Anyway, so you questioned Tiberius the Bard.
Yup.
And threatened him.
Yeah, scared get out that cell.
That's all
Yes,
right. We'll
Mum.
assume she's gone out of it.
Ramsey takes his
While
boot.
Mittens
Oh.
is away, is there anything interesting on this desk?
No, it's just normal office paperwork. I'm afraid it's a list of bounties. There is a letter to Captain Mitten's mum saying he's doing all right.
Oh, I'm so inserting a sheet of expletive deletives into the middle of that letter.
So, do you want to do a sleight of hand?
Why, Captain Mittens isn't here to see, but yeah, if you want.
I'm just meaning to sort of match your handwriting to his. So it's performance, performance maybe, but yeah.
Performance. Okay.
Either way, I was going to say
Hey.
yeah.
That'll do.
Yeah, you made it look exactly like Captain Mitten's handwriting, and he calls his mum an evil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of nasty words. But you managed to successfully put that in the middle, and then you add on the bottom just like normal loving platitudes so he doesn't notice.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Mm.
So, what do we learn? We got all the answers?
Learned that they weren't under any sort of magical effect, or nothing was really invaded in their minds till after they had been to the temple.
Which temple was it?
The temple that's in this
Right.
town.
Should we get them all round a table and thrash this out from all of them then?
Sure.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll put them all around the table for you. There you go. Your massively oversized desk, your massively oversized chair.
Imagine if there was a rabbit sitting in it. Right.
Keep me away from Derek. I still want to hit him with a battle axe.
Right. Ladies.
Derek's like, I thought you said the mayor would be here.
Yeah, he asked for you to go see him, but before that happens, I think we need to sort out what's been going on here.
What do you mean? We have been paragons of virtue, and yet you lock us up in here. Just wax him off.
One of
talking.
you has burnt an orphanage to the ground. Two of you have wrecked an establishment that my captain is very fond of. And one of you just tried to take the virtue of the mayor's daughter. I do not think that your description matches mine.
Yeah, other guards around laugh when you say virtue of the mayor's daughter.
Of the mayor's daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't say it was successful. Now, all of you have talked about some kind of weird voice after you went to a temple. Would you care to elaborate?
Yes, but we well, thinking about it, Brandon will speak. We came here to rid the land of evil. We heard of a necromancer in Leilon and waxed him off. It wasn't a necromancer. It was a lich. And Derek will go, no, it wasn't a lich. It was an evil drow priestess. And Ray will go, no, not a drow priestess. It was let me think. We're a mind flayer. And Tiberius will go, I think it had 6 boobs, whatever it was.
Right. So the necromancer lich drow mind flayer with 6 appendages. So what gave you this information, however credible it may be?
I was a tavern keeper in a town not far from here. Its name was I don't recall. All of them think, yeah, it was a tavern keeper, but where? And they all look very puzzled at each other because they can't remember the name of the town and the tavern.
Would you be able to describe this tavern keeper?
Yes, he was average height, average looking, average facial features. I'm gonna say
species?
no. Yeah, like an amalgamation of all speak. No, wait, that doesn't work.
Right. Now, what were you doing before you met this tavern keeper?
Oh, we were adventuring. We just cleared out some mines of kobolds. Did I say
Yes.
mines then? I meant to say mines.
Yes. Ramsey looks around to see if all 5 of them seem to be agreeing on this.
Yeah,
And that
they're all.
might be
Yeah,
actual
they're all like,
truth.
yes, that's exactly what we did. Yeah.
And whereabouts was this?
What was that town called? They do know this. I just can't think of a name.
Yeah. That's fine.
If you want a Discworld name, it'd probably Quirm.
Yeah, fair enough. We'll go with that. Yeah, town was called Quirm.
And Ramsey reaches for a map and tries to plot a route between Quirm and Leilon to work out where this tavern might have been.
You can't find anywhere called Quirm on your map.
This isn't getting us very far, I must say. Ramsey sort of sits back for a think, because he's done quite a lot of thinking lately, so he's going to sit back. Anybody else want to talk?
Else got
They've
any
all
questions?
given us slightly different stories. They can't all be telling the truth. How would we detect the truth here as a group?
Well, that's a good point, because obviously their minds have been influenced. Could we do like an Arcana check?
I was going to say, do you want to make a perception or an Arcana check on these guys? Whichever you think you do better. Or insight, actually, insight as well. You can do an insight. Any check that you think would do good, other than obviously stupid ones like athletics.
Yeah, let's sleight of hand them. No. Yeah, my Arcana isn't up to scratch. Not as good as my recipe books.
Mm. There we go. So, Lucinda, all of these people are telling the truth, even though their stories are contradictory. They honestly believe what they're telling you is the truth.
I thought the
With
expert that you said was
Arcana
Aqui.
check, you can tell they are under some sort of magical influence as well.
How would I ask that, or how would I roll that?
You don't need to roll it, you just know it.
So are they under?
You've done an Arcana check. You can't. It's very powerful magic. You cannot tell sort of where this magic is. It's like a charmed spell, but it seems to be having effect for a longer distance and more powerful than anything you've come across before.
The Ramsey sort of huddles the night watch round and goes, right, and guys. So something's affecting their mind, making them behave like this. Any ideas on how we can get to the bottom of it?
We've got to go to that temple.
The temple or the tavern?
Well, I feel like
The temple.
the temple has something to do with this. Maybe we should
just
have
be
a
like,
closer
"That's
look at
obvious."
it.
Yeah, clues have all been leading you to the temple.
Mm-hmm.
I'm missing out in this conversation. I'm nowhere near you.
Sorry,
No, I don't
Eileen,
think
say
we're
that
being
again.
Quiet.
I said that I'm not in this conversation. I'm still in the cells.
You can move yourself up if you want.
Should ask what's going on. When I get there.
So Ramsey sort of goes, right, adventurers. As we've talked about, a lot of you have been doing certain things today that you don't seem to have a reasonable explanation for. I would invite you to take the hospitality of ourselves to sleep it off whilst we try to get to the bottom of what's going on here.
Yeah, do you want to do as a persuasion with that? It's a very low DC.
I hope so.
It's not that low. To be fair, they're just going to go back to their cells. They're a bit beaten. They're a bit brow broken. Brow broken. Let's go back where they came from. Unless there's anything else you want to talk to them about.
No, not them. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Right.
I've
Gwyn,
got
have you
last
still got
words.
You talk, sorry.
Sorry, I got my last words. Is that guy still there? The other bard.
We can say he is. Yeah. What do you want to do?
I say when I'm back, you're dead.
That's a bit mean, but he's really scared of you.
That's if he's still there, because he could be gone by the time I get back.
Yeah. He's just going to go and sit on the toilet. Yeah. I mean, what you do now? You going to the temple?
Well, I think we'd better tell the captain what we're doing, just in case we don't return. File a report, and maybe ask for the day watch to relieve us in an hour's time or however long is left. But yeah, so I'm going
Yeah.
to say,
Sorry, go
Gwyn,
on.
have you still got the stone to speak to Captain Carrot Breath?
Yeah, I've still got it.
You want to let him know what we found out, that these adventurers are under some kind of influence, and the only lead we've got is the temple. So we're
Yeah.
going to head there. And I assume we got the name of the temple.
No, you've still not got the name of the temple.
Right. In which case, Ramsey doesn't even move. He just shouts from where he is. Guys, what's the names of the temple?
To all the prisoners.
Yeah, down to all the cells.
Oh, fair enough. They'll just go, Liara. Not the big one, the little one.
Right. Tell them we're at Little Liara's.
Yeah, I did have a thing where you went to the wrong temple first, but I'm gonna leave that out.
That would be mean.
Would be incredibly mean. I like it.
Okay, so that's it. You're going to the temple?
I think we'd probably find out a little bit about the temple first, like what the god Liara is, what have you.
How do you want to do that? Do you want to make me a history check, or do you want to speak to somebody?
Well, I'll do a religion check. A religion check, would that be?
Yeah, religion check would do as well.
To see if I know.
Yeah,
Liara is.
Liaris is the god of love and joy, goddess of love and joy.
Of love and joy. That's not fitting with what's going on. Right.
Hang on.
So then, yeah, I'd suggest we just move there after letting the captain know where we're up to.
Go. If anyone wants to follow that link, you can read more about Liara, or however you pronounce it. If it's Welsh, it's Thor. Because it's 2 L's, 2 I's, and RA. So it would just sound like you're clearing your throat in Welsh. Blast.
Bless you. So what's
Yeah. What's her name again?
yeah.
It's luck.
Yeah. Okay. Have we got a bad cold going on here, guys?
Yeah. We'll say it's Liara, because that sounds a bit more romantic than. Okay, so I'll move you across to the temple map.
Hang on, this is little Liara. She's
There
9
is a
foot
temple, I
tall.
believe.
Yeah. Oh, hang on, you're not on this map yet. Hang on. I thought I'd already put you on this map. You arrive in the temple. You'll see yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
As you arrive in there, there are. Hang on. That's. You didn't see that.
Okay.
We didn't see them on foot with killers, right? Of course we didn't. Perception check.
Do we see this massive trapdoor here either?
There isn't a massive trapdoor. You're okay. There's no trapdoors. Although I probably should put a trapdoor in. Actually, yes, definitely. Next session, trapdoor, character named Bert.
It's a mimic.
Anyway, you arrive in the temple. Sorry, my roll 20 is having a hissy fit. I can't do anything on it at the minute. But you arrive in the temple, and you see various priestesses of Liara just hanging around, chilling out, doing priestessy sort of things.
Sorry to disturb you, madam. Have you seen a group of adventurers come through here recently?
Oh, we Yes, we had adventurers in here earlier. They came, they prayed at the shrine, and then they left. Nothing untoward.
And did they seem themselves throughout this episode?
Sorry, say that again?
Did they seem themselves? There was nothing unusual about them that you noticed at all?
Absolutely not. They're heroes of wide renown. Wide renown. Sorry, I can't get my words out right
I'm
tonight.
going to believe you on that. Yeah.
You can make an insight check.
I just did and failed it.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I
rolled
hadn't
a nat
scrolled
1
down.
with a +1, so
I said
yeah.
my roll 20 was being, yeah. Yep. She is telling the absolute truth.
Yeah, I believe every word of her. Yeah.
Yep.
So, and as any other strange occurrences happened to this temple recently that you know of?
No, we are a service of the goddess of. We are in service to the goddess of love. Nothing
Roughly
strange
no,
happens here.
no manifestations of fish falling from the sky, no riots of people wanting too much love or anything like that, no rival gods trying to infiltrate the area that you know of.
Not for Liara.
Thank you. I turn back to the watch and go,
My roll
yeah, I have
20 is
no idea what's
really
going
having
on.
a hissy fit right here now, here, guys.
What do you
Hang
need
on,
to
let
do?
me
Do you
just
need to log out and back in?
I think I might do. I'm just going to try refreshing it. Yeah, no, I'm going to try coming out of it completely and going back in.
Quick, let's muck it up whilst he's gone.
I don't think there's anything you can do other than draw pictures and like write swear words on the screen. And I really don't mind if you do either of those things.
Well, thank you.
It's tempting.
Oh my
There we
god.
go. Nice and mature.
I wrote back to it. I can just see ab box. I can't see anything else.
Oh, that's all there ever was. I don't know what you're talking about.
Haven't touched it.
Yeah, it was all Simon.
Yeah, Simon, that's just disgusting. Anyway, so you're here with the priestesses. They don't act like anything's untoward. This one at the central. Well, why are you here? Please come pray. Pray at the shrine.
I'm sorry. I worship a different mistress. Sainted
What
Delia.
Do you
the
now?
Smith.
Sound like a bard.
No, I'm a chef. That's what I am. So it's Saint Delia, the foodsmith.
Ah.
My deity.
Ah, yes, the Queen of Christmas. We know Saint Delia well.
Indeed.
She wears her robes of yellow and green.
Yes. Often calls out to her followers, "Where are you?"
Yeah,
That's the one.
it's
I can't pray. I don't believe in gods.
well, the gods believe in you, and they don't like you.
I don't like them.
Well, the feeling is mutual.
Can I look
You will
around for
believe in gods
anything?
when they come round and break the windows of your house.
Can I look around for
Uh,
anything suspicious?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can do me an insight check.
Oh, can we
This
sort of
burns me.
investigate the area?
You can investigate the area. What do you want to do?
I'm looking to see if anything looks different, whether there is anything that's recently been removed or put in. If there's just
No,
anything slightly sus about this room.
the room itself looks absolutely perfect, exactly like you'd expect a chapel to look. Maybe a little too perfect.
Ooh, a little too perfect. Can I have a quick scout round to see if to basically do an Arcana check to make sure there's no illusions or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, could you move your tokens to where you want to be?
Well, I'm going to sort of circle the entire room,
Okay.
sort of checking out the floors, the walls.
Yeah. Everybody
Well,
else?
I'm not going to do anything disrespectful. So if there's an obvious altar that I'm not supposed to cross, I would not cross it. But
Everybody else, are you hanging around by the door, or are you investigating a bit further down into the chapel?
We'll investigate a bit
Investigate.
further down.
Could
I'll
you
join.
please move yourselves to where you want to be? That's a
he's
that's
about
a
to release
squiggle.
the big bad on us.
I didn't mean to squiggle.
It's Dark's only the second session.
I'll join Nikki. She might need some help.
The name's Gwen.
Yeah, sorry.
Simon, how about you?
I'll move into the middle of the room. Well, I would move into the middle of the room if I could learn how to move again. And I'm going to take photos of everything around. I've got the brownie in a box.
I didn't know such a thing existed. Wonderful.
Oh, right.
I've
Okay,
taken
so
my character from Discworld, and Lucinda has an early form of Kodak camera, which was known as a box brownie. Or in the Discworld, it's a brownie in a box,
Brownie in a box.
which draws
Yeah.
pictures. An iconograph, it's referred to as.
The iconograph. Fair enough.
yeah. So as you are touching various things or moving around, you're doing it very respectful. So you're okay. But as Gwyn and Jaskia get up to the high altar, priestesses will go, "No. This is a sacred space. You will come no further."
Why? What?
Got something
No.
to hide?
This is a church. You have no jurisdiction here. Religion has always been free in Leilon, and we are free to practice as we will.
They definitely got something to hide.
But yeah, as you get up there, if you could roll me initiative, please.
Oh no. We're gonna
All
have
of
to.
us, or just the ones at the top.
Yeah, you can roll initiative, and we'll just sort of see how it goes. Because well, I won't give it away yet.
Well, shit's about to go down. Is what he's about to say. Told you
It's almost like I tricked you to come in further into the church, isn't it?
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Who am I missing? Oh, it's just Simon, isn't it?
I did roll it. It's
Yeah.
shown
No,
up
you.
on my.
Yeah, because you got two. It's just the roll 20 can be a bit of an arsehole, so you need to click on your token before you roll initiative, and then it comes in. But it's not an issue because I can just add you to the order.
Right. Strange.
And all these priestesses, as you get up there to the high temple, will turn into monstrous beings. Their faces come out and go "Rah!" at you.
Do you
And they will
recognise what kind
fly.
of monstrous beings?
Yeah, do you want to do me a history check?
History. Yeah.
We've just fallen into a trap. It's a trap.
It's not that bad, to be fair. Things will be all right. They're wraiths,
Oh god, no.
and there are lots of them.
What a waif.
Something bad.
So bad.
You want to see my fair share of raves in like TV shows, but I'm not sure what it's like in D&D.
It's bad.
That's all right.
You know, go up
It
against.
depends. It's normally the cleric or the paladin is Oh wait, we don't have one of them.
So it's their turn first. They'll move up and they go trespassers. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah. And go after you, Gorgon. And
Of course I
5,
will.
10, 15, 20, 25. So we'll start at the top. This is going to hurt, but don't panic too much. So, first one against Yaskia.
This will hurt me.
Yeah. 22 to hit, which I think will hit.
It does.
Okay. Oh, wow, you're going to take 23 necrotic damage.
Oh.
I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh dear.
Don't panic too much yet. You failed the Constitution saving throw. So,
No.
what? When you lost your 23 hit points, what did it put your hit points to?
0.
Oh, you're knocked out. Okay, fair enough. You're knocked out. Did you not add points on for your short rest, or just not enough?
I rolled a D8 and I only got 5.
Okay, you could have rolled more d8s. I think you've got about 5 you could have rolled. But to be fair, don't worry about it. You just knocked out for the minute. Okay. Next one's on Gwen. A 20,
Stick it to me.
23 damage, and again a Constitution saving throw, please.
Con save.
Okay, that's a fail. So what did 23 reduce you to?
3 hit points.
3 is now
Oh.
your maximum hit points.
I think me and Nicky are in the same boat here. Almost.
Yeah.
We got 2 on Gorgon,
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
an 18 and a 14. So I think the
They both
18
hit.
will hit. Oh, they both hit. Okay.
They both hit. Let's have a quick look. Right, I'm going to use my Stone's Endurance on that one
Yeah.
and reduce the damage.
Ignore the plus 22 there. That's just because it rolled a crit. A crit. Ah! A quit.
I quit.
I'm back to being them. That's them are with them.
Well,
I
that's a bit
quit.
shabby.
It was a quit.
11, 26 minus 11 is 15 damage.
And
Right.
the next hit did 20.
Okay. Yep.
And you pass the Constitution saving throw, so that doesn't reduce your hit point maximum to the damage you've taken. You still up?
I'm still up.
Hey!
13 HP currently.
Yeah. Okay. And last one here is going at Lucinda. 13 on you, Lucinda. Is that a hit or a miss?
I've got armor of 15.
So that's a miss.
Hey!
You're up 2. You're okay. Right. Goggin.
Okay. So. I can't do that. What's this one? You're raging, and I can't. Damn it! I can do radiant damage, but only when I rage, and I've raged 3 times, and one of them I did nothing with. That's an annoyance. Basically, I'm going to go, right, Night's Watch. This is a problem for the Day Watch. Let's get out of here. And I'm going to encourage everybody to leave.
I'm asleep.
Yeah, I know you're asleep, so who's next to you? It's Gwyn, isn't it? Can Gwyn carry you?
I could try.
Wait, are you
You
smaller
got-
than me?
You got Race either side of you.
Oh, you can. If you're too small, you can drag me out. I won't feel a thing. Don't worry.
You know what, I'll say you can do it. Make me an athletics check. I'll put a low DC on it.
Right, so I'm going to use my action to disengage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to come to there.
Okay.
That's my distance. And that's all I'm going to do, unfortunately.
That's fine. Yaskia, could you make me a death saving roll, please?
What's that one for the saving throws?
So if you go onto your character sheet, you see, because it's taking you down. If you hang on, I have 5 on here. Refresh it. There we go. So where your hit points was, it should say death saves. To be fair, I mean it's just a raw d20, so just roll a d20. If you get over 10, you pass it. If you get under 10, you fail it. So you failed 1. It's a crit fail, so that's actually 2. But don't, as I say, don't panic too much.
What happens if I do die? Do I have to like come back as a different character?
Let's just carry on with the story. You'll be good.
I'm panicking already.
Sorry. Okay, so this is gonna be Gwyn.
Well, picking Yasker up like be an action or anything, cause like I know if I move, I'll take an off attack.
Picking him up will be an action, yes.
I will attempt to pick him up and take that off attack.
Okay, just do an athletics check for me. Yep, you successfully pick him up. You don't take any attack because you're still sort of next to each other. So you picked him up. It's only if you move you'll take an opportunity attack.
I will risk an off attack to move us.
Okay. All right. Where are you going?
Go there with him.
Okay. So I'll just make 1 opportunity attack against you. Yeah, that hits. I think that's going to take you down. Yep, easily takes you down.
I'm down.
Yeah, and I'm on top of you.
Nobody say anything about rules as written at this point, because rules as written would mean you were dead. But that's not happening. As you pick Jaskier up in your arms, the priestess spectre claws you around the back, and you collapse into unconsciousness. Just in a heap, you and Jaskier.
Is Yasko on top of or crushing her in this process?
You can pick any way around you would like it to be. I mean, Yaskia's a pretty soft bard, so I doubt he would be able to crush her.
Well, he's quite skinny, I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
I made him skinny, and he's probably light as a feather, so
Hmm.
there's no amount of crushing here.
Okay, Lucinda.
As a group, what's my best option here?
Get out, live another day. If you can fire something off that can protect the rest of us, do it. If not, just get out.
I've got the siege weapon. I've got that knife that explodes. Or I can shapeshift. I could turn into one of them. I
You
don't know
do
whether that would...
whatever you want. I mean, metagaming here, you are not supposed to win this encounter.
Oh God! Right.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the ice knife on the one closest to me.
You'll take damage off that yourself, I think, with ice knife, because you're within 5 foot. Let me just double check that
Yeah.
in the wording.
Yeah, looks like it, doesn't it?
I think it's any creature within 5 foot of ice knife, but bear with me.
Mind you, it's a 60-foot weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How-
you're
how do
supposed to
I
cast
measure
it at a rate. It's crowd control. You're supposed to cast it at like a bunch of zombies or something.
How can I measure?
Yeah,
from
each
my
creature within
hand?
5 foot. Don't worry about it.
On the top left of the screen, you've got a box, and the fourth one down looks a bit like a tape measure.
Yeah.
You have that
Oh,
click,
yeah.
and then drag it, holding down the left mouse button. So click on yourself, and then drag away, and it'll tell you how far things are.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, so it's 50 foot from me to the wraiths in the window. I'm going to go to for the one on the left with the ice knife.
Okay.
Hopefully that will help the others escape.
My roll 20's crashed again.
In which case, it was a success. Honest.
Yeah.
Hang on, by the time this rolls, you'll have logged back in.
Back up. Oh no! Hang on. Ah, it's doing something. Not behaving.
Whoa.
Well, that's a miss, I'm afraid. No, hang on. That's the damage, isn't it?
I don't know what's going on.
No, that's the roll to hit, and then the dex save. Yeah, that's a miss, and then the dex save would be for the thingy damage.
Around.
Yeah, and you pointed at one where there's nothing around, didn't you?
I think the original still takes hit, don't they?
I don't think so, because the original hit was the 6. Let me double check it. You create a shard of ice and fling it at one creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack.
Mm-hmm.
And it missed.
Yeah, hit or miss, the shard then explodes.
Each creature within 5 feet of it. I don't think
The
that
target and
includes...
each creature.
Yeah, the target. Yeah, okay, good point. So, yeah. She'll make a dex saving throw. Which she passes.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hmm.
Nothing happens on a pass.
Oh. Okay. So, as you finish your attack, the first rays of daylight come shining in through the window, and the wraiths go hiss and retreat into the shadows. They go and hide. Simon, Lucinda, if you want to make an opportunity attack as your wraith runs off to hide in the shadows, you may do.
How do I do?
Just make a normal attack with your battle axe.
Oh, right, yeah, got you.
Hmm.
Slowly rolling.
That's all right, because I need to do stuff as well.
It's not even started rolling yet. It's thinking about it. I'll join you all in the excitement in roll 20.
Not
6.
worth the wait.
Unfortunately, you miss with that. So she retreats into the shadows to hide. And as daylight comes, so do the day watch. And go, night watch. You have caused chaos last night. You are all under arrest and stripped of your offices. And this is Captain. Oh, bloody.
Captain Arbly.
Roll 20. Yes. Oh, bloody. Call him that. He
Captain
doesn't have a
Arblood in
name.
Roll 20.
That's his full name. Only
His name is Dar Allenhair. But roll 20's crashed, so I can't paste that in there because it's crashed again on me. So they come in anyway. And they go, "You're under arrest. Those of you who are still up, come with us. We'll pick up the stragglers.
We need medics here.
You'll get
I'm
your
not moving
medics
until
in
these two
prison."
are sorted.
Fair enough. 2 guards will come up there and they will pick them up over their shoulders and lead them out. And take them out. Yeah, my roll 20 is just completely crashed, I'm afraid, again. But it doesn't matter. That's it. There was sort of one round and they're placing you under arrest. Is there anything you want to do, those of you who are still alive?
Anyone?
You'll never take me alive, copper!
You
I'll
are a
do
copper!
that.
I know
Just
that.
quickly metagaming for a second. Until the day watch arrived, I was going to pick up these two and jump out the window. So, shall we?
Okay.
Do you want to go on the lam from the law, guys, or shall we just get this sorted out down the station?
Go roll!
You should go on the run. Go on the run.
Right then, Dom. That is what I'm going to want us to do. Then is scoop
You know
these
what
two
you-
up. Scoop these two up, one over each shoulder, and jump out this window here.
Okay. I'm gonna want you to make me 2 athletics checks to do that. 1 to pick them up, 1 to jump out the window. I'm gonna put a DC of 15 on them both.
Okay, just to
Oh my
let you know,
God.
that because of my powerful build, I count as 1 size larger when determining my carrying capacity and the weight that I can push, drag, or lift. So I'm gonna...
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Okay.
Yeah. Either way, I'm still putting a DC 15 on your 2 athletics checks. So you have to make 2. You have to pass them both.
Right. So that's me failing the first one. However, I'm going to burn the inspiration you gave me last week and fail again.
Okay. You try and pick them up, and yeah, before you can even get to the window to get to that check, you stumble and you drop them both.
Bloody
Oh.
bod. Not the weight he says he was.
Lardy bard.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you I mean, you just made a tit to yourself.
Yep. Which means that I'll probably get roughed up in the van on the way to the station.
So yeah, the day watchers are arresting you. Like, your crimes you've committed. You killed 2 palace guards. You
no, we
have
didn't.
incited a riot,
No, we didn't.
and you have locked up defenders of this town.
No, well, you say
You're
defenders.
stripped
I
of
say
your
defacers.
office and you've been arrested.
Hold on. We arrested those defenders under the instruction of Captain Bunny Whistle.
Captain
So,
Bunny Whistle will be dealt with as well. You mean Captain Mittens? Captain Mittens is under arrest in the hospital. I'm really
We
glad
should've
you
gone-
failed both those athletics checks, by the way.
We should have gone to the pubs, lads.
Yeah.
You were at the pub.
I'm actually wishing I was awake. So as soon as I enter my cell, I will still be unconscious. But if I was awake, I would have done Jailhouse Rock by Elvis Presley. Not
Fair enough.
But
Instead,
that
you're going
is
to wake up and start singing "I Fought the Law and the Law Won."
Oh, the Clash.
I'm going to go with Folsom City, Prison Blues then.
I should label one of you the sheriff. You should come with I shot the sheriff. Oh shit, that's me. That's the cliffhanger you're going to finish on tonight, though. You've been arrested by the Day Watch and you're going to be led off to prison. I would show you the prison map before we go, but my Roll20 is just completely bailed out on me. It's just completely crashed. I cannot do anything with it. It is frosted. But yes, so you can all have a long rest and you can level up to 6 for next session.
Yay.
And you're going to wake up in prison cells in a prison that looks very much like the prison map that you saw before, where the adventurers were in.
Was it? It's the same one?
It's exactly the same one, yes.
Right,
Is
so
it Sorry, you go ahead.
we can hit for take a long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
And
you
you
have to
say we can-
confirm it.
I think I did.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then to level up, you click next to your name, it says Manage. Up in the top left.
Got you, yeah.
That should bring up a sidebar on the right. And the top option there should be Manage Character and Levels.
It's not letting me level up. It's not letting me.
Have you
If
got
you-
anything on the
you
right
see
hand
the-
side?
Can you
Yeah,
see
I've
the
got-
hammer and anvil?
Can't.
So what's your screen look like at the moment? What's on the right hand side?
I've got information about my character on the right hand side. I can change sheet appearance.
No, you're go back to your actual main character sheet.
Oh, hang on, yeah. Hang on. Yeah, I've got it. I've got it.
Got it. Yeah,
Yeah, leveled up.
that's
Yay.
cool. I mean, you might get extra